Guys, another little video, sleepy video I'm deciding to do because like I said, in the other one I just woke up and decided to watch that show, The Cosmos. That's really good and always gets me thinking and reeling to some degree. And I just watched the episode of The Cosmos through, I think Fox is the network that produces it, so maybe you can check it out if you haven't seen it yet because it's very great, very thought-provoking. And the episode I just watched was called Hidden in the Light, and one of the things that I started to learn about in this episode was the spectrum of light and how light works in order to make colors. You know, think of that whole concept of a prism, and when you shine it through light, you get the spectrum, which I always call Roy G. Biv because that's how we learned it in astronomy. The red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet spectrum, which I thought was so interesting when they were showing that spectrum and how the different frequencies create those different degrees of light and how that identically mirrors the chakra systems. Like taking two, and this is the detriment that comes when you try to separate schools of thought, because science and traditional science, what we tend to think of as more like left brain analytical science, takes this, has made amazing discoveries in the spectrum of light and what it has to offer. And all the while, they consider themselves so separate from, what's considered to be more of like an emotional, more like right brain feeling, sensory type school of thoughts, if you will, which is more like the psychic school of thought, which deals more, and the spiritual school of thought, which deals more in chakral systems. And it is so interesting that from your root chakra to your crown, it's the same. They both schools of thought use the same spectrum of light to define, in the same order, to define each one of those regions, which I find pretty fascinating. So whether you're studying astral physics or whether you are studying Kundalini yoga, I mean, you're studying chakra systems, you're studying very, very similar things. And that's what would be so cool if we could stop, compartmentalizing these different schools of thought and working together, how much more we could discover, merge some of those spiritual discoveries and spiritual knowledge that we have with some of the more traditional left brain analytical scientific theories and knowledge that we discover. And we could probably discover that much more. I mean, that's a concept of synergy and working together and just, merging it all into a great, powerful base and a base of knowledge and awareness. So, yeah, it's interesting. Look up look up the chakra systems and look up how light spectrum works. And I don't know, mind blown. Very, very interesting. So on that note, look it up, take care, and see where your mind takes you. Maybe even make a video about it. You might have some epiphanies throughout the knowledge gathering process that are just as interesting, if not more. So make a video, share it, and then someone else could see your video, and then it could snowball even further from there. Let's collaborate, let's work together, let's crack the code that is the universe around us, so that way we can understand, and the more we can understand, the less fear we will live in, and the less fear we live in, the more greater ability we will have to love everyone and everything around us, because we will feel more connected to it, because we will understand it. So get to work, guys. We got a lot of work ahead of us, but I think we could do it. And on that note, I love you. Bye.